Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with zero qualification. Wait.
Rabs is off his nut.
Okay, hold on.
We're still in the codeine episodes. I
Okay,
think we just roll
yeah.
with this. I like this. This is
Yeah.
a good intro. Yeah. He's got 0 degrees, currently 0 brain cells.
Something about qualifications and solving your problems.
Welcome to 0 degrees. How are we doing, everyone? We feeling
Hello.
good?
Yeah, still on codeine.
Oh, me and Rabs had a little chat whilst you just went for a break, Harry, and it turns out Rabs was feeling extra out of it because he didn't eat any food and then he took his codeine. So he's extra floaty and confused and tired.
Fuck my life. Great. I'm sure.
I ate a banana during the break, so maybe I'll be a bit better.
No, I heard banana makes codeine stronger, doesn't it? The potassium.
Yeah,
in
Oh,
it.
God.
Makes it 10 times stronger.
I don't mean that.
That edible ain't shit, man.
I think you did great last episode, Braz, with the codeine, so I'm sure this one will be fine.
Thank you.
I'm
Did
sure
any
this
of
one
you
will be
notice
fine.
I was falling asleep?
Well, you know
No.
what, Ravs? We're going to really put that to the test because the first question is fucking... Oh, it was too long for me to post it in one Discord message. That's how long it
Wow.
was. And to post it
Holy
two.
crap.
I think it's 4,000 characters long. So we'll give that
Okay.
we'll give that one a little crack. See if you can fall asleep to that. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Shall I read you a little nighttime story?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Okay, question 1. God, I'm scared. I need to get into the zone to read this question as well. Fuck me. Okay, you asked for some convention-related questions. So, contained is my convention controversy. I'm a furry, and while furry conventions have a reputation for being very not safe for work, most public events are family friendly. There are generally some areas for not safe for work artists to sell their art, but outside of those, the conventions have restrictions on keeping other areas of the centre/hotel family friendly. However, as a majority of the convention is held at hotels, people often host room parties, varying from hanging out with friends to full-on orgies.
Okay.
This story took place at Biggest Little FurCon last October in Reno. Where's Reno?
Biggest little fur con?
Yes, that's I assume the name of the convention. It's all
Kind of
capitalized.
scared. I'm gonna Google this. I'm scared to though. Biggest little fur con.
Reno
Oh, yeah,
is in
BLFC.
Nevada,
Yes,
California.
that's it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're setting the scene. This story took place in Biggest Little FurCon last October in Reno, and when chatting to some of my friend group about our plans for the con, one of my friends invited us to a pizza party, being hosted by someone who he knew who had some prominence in the fandom on Twitter. The express goal of this party at its outset was to try and get as much cum on one pizza.
What?
What?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to read that sentence. We can keep this in, but I'm just gonna have to read that sentence again. I feel like I read it, but it didn't go into my brain. The express goal of this party at its outset was to try and get as much cum on one pizza. Perhaps posting pictures of furries while I'm trying to read this fucking question. With free pizza available to anyone who was going. Unfortunately, as it started to get closer to the con, I started feeling sick and contracted COVID, so I wasn't able to go. But I sent my horny energy to my friends to go and enjoy the convention while I stayed at home and slept. Since I wasn't there, I don't have Sam's fucking... Sam, who edits the podcast, is like, another fucking furry question? But I sent my horny energy to my friends to go and enjoy the convention while I stayed at home and slept. Since I wasn't there, I don't quite have the full story on what happened, but here is where the controversy comes in. The party went well.
Oh,
there were
God.
19 loads on the pizza by the end of the night.
Oh.
This is insane. This is the most insane question we've ever had on the podcast.
What?
This is completely unhinged. I'm not trying to shame people, but this is fucking unhinged.
Oh.
I can't believe I'm having to read this. You guys fucking got lucky.
Yeah.
And everyone was having a good time. By the way, my friends tell it, the host of the party suggested as a joke/prank, they'd pretend to leave it outside of the room on social media. They took the pizza out of the room, took some pictures and videos, as if it was left there, then took it back in and started tweeting about it. It was intended to be a funny joke for their followers, but blew up within the fandom, generating some pretty good memes, by the way. One of you two better be fucking Googling to try and find this fucking cum pizza.
Biggest little furcon cum pizza. Oh my god, BLFC hallway cum pizza is literally an article on Know Your Meme.
No.
Oh my god, post it.
Oh my god, I'm posting the link because there's just too much to look at.
Oh wait, so the questioner has actually
you go.
posted it in the
They have
question
at the bottom of the.
at the
Sorry,
end.
the question is so long I didn't see that bit yet. Okay, well, let me finish the question and then we'll read the article
Okay.
on Know Your Meme, okay? This is insane. This is actually insane. Since they were playing as if they'd left it outside, people said it was.
Oh!
Stop! Don't look at
Sorry,
the
I
article
just-
yet. You're not allowed.
I
Let me
look-
finish this fucking question. I'm not even halfway.
I looked at the picture.
Oh, fuck me. Since oh god, this fucking question has frazzled me so much. Since they were playing it as if they'd left it outside, people said it was inconsiderate to the hotel staff and that they would be responsible if BLFC, I love that it sounds like a football club, was kicked from the venue next year. If you know about Rainforest, this is very real fear. What's
Hold up, what's
hold
that?
On. Rainforest. Let's find out.
this?
Okay,
We're going to be fucking
it's a-
experts by the end of this shit.
Rainforest is a defunct furry convention located in Seattle. It was created to replace Conifer Northwest. It's particularly notable for multiple repeated incidents and managerial failures.
Amazing.
Repeated incidents. I wonder what those are.
Deep furry lore we're discovering today. Some people also pointed out that even if it was a joke, it gives a bad impression of the fan base. but it's a true impression that you guys are doing this.
You guys are doing it. It's
This
happening.
is a pretty real impression.
Absolutely. Dude, you guys blew 17 loads on
19,
a fucking
19
pizza.
Ravs, don't you fucking
19
forget those last
loads on a
two.
fucking pizza. Like, come on.
No, stop.
Like,
Stop
oh,
coming.
Deserve the bad reputation.
Let's come. Don't come on anything else. Just
Yeah.
keep the cum to yourself.
Oh god.
Bad impression of the fan base and that they were responsible for the reputation the fan base has. After it became big, they took down the tweets and said that they threw the pizza away and that it was never left outside. Now, I don't fully know what actually happened. This information all came from... It's got a spelling error, it's fine, I'll fix it for the video. From my friends and a few other people who were at the party. And have some interest in keeping it hidden if it was left outside. Okay. There's also some evidence that other people who weren't at the party saw the pizza, but I'm not fully sure if they were in on the joke or jumping in on it or not. So, my question for you, was this just a harmless prank gone wrong, or a gross violation of convention rules? The host is planning on doing more room parties at other cons. Should I go? Or as some other people have, should I distance myself from them because of the bad reputation of the fandom being spread? Side note, I know this is a very crazy story, and you may not believe it, but here is a link to the Know Your Meme page compiling a bunch of the information from the Twitter archives and such.
Oh my god, this is a true story. Like, we get some wacky stuff and you think to yourself, God, I hope this is fake, but this is legit. We have proof. This is a true story. Oh my god. Okay.
These pictures are fucking unhinged.
Yeah,
What the
they are
fuck?
awful.
Oh my god, there's a picture of them. What's happening? Are they wanking on it? What's going on there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is them wanking.
Just found this pizza in a hallway at BLFC. It was kind of salty, but perfectly good otherwise, smiley face.
I like in the picture of them all wanking, there's just like one guy's bald spot who's taking his furry helmet
This
off.
tweet from Maned Wolfie. 19 confirmed pizza comers. Can you believe it? Because I still can't. This party was fucking amazing, and I only have all of my friends and mutuals to thank for the support. What the fuck?
What the
The green wolf
fuck?
holding the pizza in that picture is called Semen Demon on Twitter.
Stop it.
I don't.
Arden Wolf says, bro, there were people touching the pizza in the hallway, crying with laughter, crying with laughter, crying with laughter. Oh.
This is deranged.
So we've got Possum Princess replying with a little bit of sanity here, saying, every one of y'all just thanks for once again proving this fandom is full of gross degenerates. Just thanks. And fuck all of you if BLFC loses the venue from this and other people thinking this shit is okay. Grow the actual fuck up.
Based.
Yes, Possum Princess.
Based.
Yes.
Get them. I mean, their furry
Yes.
avatar does make me slightly slightly dissuaded away from their point of view. But the words are strong and true.
Very strong, true words.
I don't know where to begin. You guys are gonna have to take it from here. I can't. I've just read that. It's on you guys. It's on you guys to kick this off.
First of all, don't go to that person's fucking
Don't.
parties if
Don't.
they're gonna. Like, you don't know. You might come to that party and find out that they've come in anything. Like, I'm sorry, but if someone does the deranged act of coming on a pizza, I will never eat food from them again. I will never go to one of their parties. Like, no.
Well, but
Because then, imagine you go there, you eat a hot dog, and then you find out a fucking thread like,
it's a penis.
haha, we came in the hot dogs.
And
Like-
it sounds like a funny joke, but it is actually sexual assault, and it's
It's vile.
it's fucking gross. I completely disagree with even doing it as a prank to leave it in the hallway. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know who is walking down that hallway or who might see that hallway. It is not.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
You know, these acts, you can do them, and sure, whatever. Kind of sorry, a podcast producer just replied, "Oh my!"
Oh my.
I think very, very lowly of that. I think that is absolutely reprehensible and disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Like,
absolute scum.
do your fucking weird pizza party, but keep that shit to your fucking selves and don't try and involve other people in it, because that is horrible.
But so this person wanted to go to the party knowing it was going to happen, though. They
That's fine.
knew that it was, but they've also said they couldn't come, so they sent their horny energy. And should I go to the next one? It kind of sounds like you want to get involved with this.
And no, there's no problem with people doing these things together.
I
as
think
long as
there is a
everyone's-
massive problem with it.
Yeah, I think there is.
No, as long as everyone who is participating is willing, consenting, of age, I don't see any problem with it. I do see a problem with making it weirdly public. I do see a problem with taking it into
Yeah.
a hotel hallway, which has to be cleaned by people. Like,
Yeah,
those
but
people,
the hotel room has to be cleaned by
for
people.
sure. I think that, like, again, all of that, as long as you're being responsible with it, you're fine. But they've clearly not been, and I think they're fucking. It's grim. It's horrible. It's hilarious. It's a mind-boggling story. It's hilarious, but I also think that that is a horrible, horrible thing to do. Also, it's, if anything, I thought the beginning of this question, I only read the first couple sentences. I thought this question was going to change my mind on furries and bring me round to
No.
think that they are
No.
well-adjusted,
Opposite.
nice, lovely, good people, which is something that I do believe and hope. This question has fucking just ruined any hope I had.
Yeah. Off the Block Island with them, Harry. Off the
Block Island. That's nice.
I'm-
It's a nice
oh.
reference to a podcast that isn't out yet.
Yep.
I'm sure that there are furries listening and they find it very frustrating because they don't like to come on pizzas and they're like, we're just nice, normal people who enjoy doing it. We're not sexual deviants.
Yep.
So I completely get that. What I don't understand, what I need educating on, is why is there this this stereotypical grossness that we associate with furries? I mean, this and like this is the proof. The 19 comes on this pizza.
Because
Why are they doing this stuff? What the fuck does that have
Because
to do with dressing up as an animal?
Our perception of their fandom is because there's always perverse people like this in the fandom. Like you've got like the fucking crinkle diaper people, that like wearing diapers
Sorry, what?
and
What's a crinkle diaper?
you don't know about the crinkly diaper
No,
furries.
sir. No.
It's like people that wear diapers underneath their fursuits.
Oh.
And like hotel convention centers, like we're giving them into trouble, saying, "Can you please stop like dumping your diapers in the
God.
bins?"
What were they
Because-
used?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
And some people wear them just because they like the sound of the fucking rustling of the diapers.
I mean,
It's like the people like that are ruining the fandom for you. But the thing is, you can't just be like, oh, this isn't in our fandom. It is.
It
It's
is.
rampant. It's every story I hear about these things is like horrible. You know,
It's just it's disgusting. It's horrible.
I think let's take a step back for a second, right?
Yeah.
If we heard these stories, let's change it slightly.
Okay.
Let's say it's 19 lads on a stag do holiday and they do that.
that's true.
How would our reaction change?
I'd think it was fucking vile.
I would almost actually
Yeah.
I would almost think it's worse. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would almost give
Yeah.
them less credit. I almost feel like because furries have this kind of reputation now and this idea that they
Yeah.
do these horrible depraved things, it's almost accepted.
Mm.
And like I think if anybody else did it, it would be even more deplorable.
But stag do's
Yeah.
are also accepted for doing depraved things. Let's switch it up a bit. It's a Shania Twain reunion meetup, and 19 comes on a pizza. How are we feeling about that?
I mean, that sounds like a headline that you would love to read on the BBC.
Yeah, that feels like The Onion already.
I think it's awful. I just
Fuck you, Shania Twain fans. Stop coming on that pizza.
I guess how do we also feel about even I find it very, very affronting, even these images.
It makes me feel a bit ill.
There's
to be
one of the
honest.
guy with
can
his
see all
face
the
with an
cum.
emoji on jacking off onto a pizza.
Oh.
And like there's like kind of fat guy in like a fucking fur hat in the background slumped down, looks like he's dead.
Oh god.
Like
He does kind of look like he's dead, doesn't he?
and then just this bald spot, this fucking like this monk cut bald spot.
His hand's cut off, so you know he's got his hand on his dick
he's
right
got
now.
his hand on his dick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So the one thing I am happy about with this, the small silver lining I can find, is listening to this story, I was convinced it was going to end up with them eating the pizza. So thank God that was not the ending of this
Yeah.
vile story.
Lily, that would be fucking gay. Are you, are you crazy? Fucking eating the pizza? That would be no. Me and my
But isn't
homies are
that-
gonna jerk each other off onto the pizza, but don't eat it. That would be fucking
Oh.
gay.
Well, isn't that soggy biscuit, right? Like you will come
Yeah.
on a biscuit and the last person to come has to eat it. Maybe they were trying soggy pizza.
I just find it all so unsettling. I guess I even question. I question a little bit. Should you even have posted any of this? I think that's also the kind of unhinged bit. I'm all for like sexual liberation, sexual freedom, but like holy fuck, dude, you're coming on a pizza in a fursuit.
But they obviously think it's really funny. Like they think it's hilarious.
Do they do it because it's funny, or do they do it because they find it? They must find it sexually titillating in some way, right?
They must do because they're.
Well, I
spunking
think it's
everywhere.
them. I think it's like part of the convention. Like, obviously, this is not every furry. I know there's a lot of you out there that are probably just like nice, chill, like to dress up and just be nice and have fun, and it's a fun thing to do. But like the depraved people probably feel empowered by being surrounded by depraved people,
Mm.
and they're just like they're probably getting off on this, right? Like this reminds me of the fucking like
Sorry,
horrific
one of
cum jar story.
there's a meme. There's the fucking Squid Game meme of the guy's face.
Yeah, I saw
Pizza
that
party, and then
so
it's like
good.
mega contrast BLFC pizza party.
This has the same energy as that fucking pony cum jar project.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
Have
God.
you heard of that one?
Wait, no, what's that?
Oh God, here you go, Lydia.
Pony Cum Jar Project. Pony Cum Jar Project refers to a series of viral 4chan threads posted by an anonymous user in which he shared progress photographs of a glass jar containing a Rainbow Dash figurine, which he had been filling with semen.
Oh, it's
The
so
project
fucked.
gained. Oh my God! So it's like for the listeners out there, it's like a little My Little Pony figurine in a jar, and I'm being told that it's full of cum, but it's very yellow.
Well, do you want to know why it's yellow? Because he left it on the radiator.
Okay, I can't talk about this anymore. I feel sick.
I really think there is a fine line to tread of not, sexually shaming people and being open-minded. But I'm sorry, but if you do act like that, you are mentally ill and you do need to seek help. Like that is
Yeah.
that is
Right.
not.
It's not right.
There's no normal, but that's not normal. That's not a happy.
It's
and
not right.
No happy
And also
human being
don't-
does that.
It's just
And
not
don't
right.
force your weird shit onto other people by introducing it to the public. Putting your cum pizza out in the hallway of a
Even
convention
I
center.
think even
is
for
fucked.
10 seconds, it's entirely wrong. Like, I
Yeah.
also think do that in your own home, not in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Do that in a place where it's your responsibility fully, not.
Yeah.
It actually makes me almost angry. It's such a fucking ridiculous story. I need to remember how funny it is because I'm almost infuriated. It's so like, I just think it's so ignorant.
I feel like that if obviously this is me playing devil's advocate. I think everyone can gather that I do not endorse the cum pizza. I feel like if someone was to listen to this and they believe the cum pizza is totally fine, they might say something like, "Well, it's a hotel. People have sex in hotels. Their cum gets on the sheets, whatever. Like, why is it any different?" Kind of thing. But there's just something fucking depraved about this that I can't agree with.
I think there's also clearly they were going into this with kind of some pretty wild ideals of what's going to happen in the end. I don't think they'd really planned it. Do you know what I mean? The pizza could have ended up thrown against a wall, or do you know what I mean? I don't fucking know. They clearly didn't have much of a fucking plan, an exit strategy for the pizza. I don't know. I guess we should refer back to what the actual questions are at the end of this. The first question was this just a harmless prank gone wrong, or a gross violation of the convention rules?
Gross violation.
Gross violation.
Gross
Gross
violation.
Yeah.
Absolutely gross violation.
I sadly think all of your friends and that person should be probably banned from that convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, should I go to their parties?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Don't be around this person.
This is a bad person.
If you want to participate in these kind of acts, do it with some other people who are a bit more sane. I don't know.
Yeah. And if you want, like, the furry community to be represented better, then report people like this to the convention.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be there. They're making you look bad.
100%. Like, to an outsider, it looks insane. It just looks absolutely unhinged and insane.
It's unhinged. It's absolutely unhinged. I don't know. We say we don't kink shame, but I feel like sometimes you got to fucking kink shame. I'm sorry. There are some things that are just not okay, and that is not okay.
Yep. We're yucking your yums.
Oh,
I am. Yeah, I'm yucking it big time.
Yucking it.
Yep.
God, people can look it up if they want to. These pictures are pretty. They're pretty. Yeah. They're pretty powerful. They're pretty powerful, stimulating images. So be careful if you look at them up. But
I ask this every time we talk about furries. Why is it always like a lightning green wolf? Why is it always like a bright orange fucking polar bear or some shit? Like, what's going on?
The thing is, I do truly want to not like instantly hate or feel weird about furries. Do you know what I mean? Because they are people, and they're people who, for the most part, are just trying to, do a thing that helps, deal with anxiety, or there's a myriad of very legitimate reasons
those sides
why
of the things are great,
and I just really want to support that. But fucking hell, shit like this makes it almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just if that was a part of a community I was a part of, I would fucking distance myself or shout about it, how terrible that is, so much. I don't know.
Okay.
You're right, Liz. Liz has got like 1,000-year stare, just like, Jesus. Just close that image of the guys jerking off onto the pizza, Lydia. Just no more. Everyone, let's close it.
I zoomed in on the pizza, and like I just saw like a white glaze, and I was like, fuck me. Just not the one.
I truly think that, I mean, thank you so much, Questioner, for saying that. That is one of the most insane questions we've ever, and maybe we'll ever have.
Yeah. And confirmed true as well, like we've had some wacky questions, and I know a lot of the audience are kind of like, is this actually true? So I'll just make this up. Like, this is a confirmed wacky question. And so, big fan.
I'd love an update. I'd love your, their thoughts.
Yeah, let us know if you're going to any more conventions, like such as Conifer or whatever it's called.
Fuck's sake. Thank you. Yeah, do give us an update. Everyone, don't be mean, but I mean, Jesus Christ, you gotta look at yourself a little bit there, mate. It's a bit mental, isn't it? It's a bit fucking mental.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. No more. I'm closing all the tabs.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at anymore.
American here with a wacky pest problem. I moved into my house about 3 years ago and I realised there were a couple of stray cats. I didn't think anything of it, thinking it was just my neighbour's cats. Well, 3 years later, I'd say the neighbourhood has at least 20 cats. Now, this normally wouldn't be a problem, but my cats are digging underneath... but the cats are digging underneath my fencing and messing around with my garden, pooping in my garden and all the rest of it. I've tried filling the holes.
The poop's here already.
I've tried filling the holes, they redig. I've tried blocking the holes with spikes and they eventually push the spikes apart by forcing themselves through. My local area does not have free animal control for cats, only dogs. These cats are multiplying. I did just poison some groundhogs I had this year that were really eating my garden, so that idea has crossed my mind. But poisoning all of these cats feels worse somehow. Am I Hitler? Thank. You're probably asking the wrong person on this podcast whether you should poison all those cats.
I mean, that is a real predicament. I don't know how you solve that situation. What do you do?
If you poison those cats, you're an evil fucker.
Do not poison those cats.
There must be a deterrent.
I think we can all agree we shouldn't poison the cats.
Don't poison the cats.
Very, very extreme. And I don't think you should be causing harm to them. Harm to animals, unneeded harm like that is not warranted.
Yeah. I'm even mad about you poisoning the groundhogs.
I know. Those are cute, those little guys.
Yeah, fuck you.
But I do sympathise with the problem though, because it is it's even like, I mean, obviously not to that extent, but you know, I've had neighbours' cats coming in and shitting in the garden. It is annoying because it's not great. I've got to clean up some other cat's shit now. And if he's got 20 of them doing it, that must be an absolute pain in the arse. And if they're all unneutered, they are just going to keep multiplying. Like each cat can have 8 babies at a time. And I think they can give birth every few months. Like it could literally be a kind of epidemic of cats very soon. So it is only going to get worse.
We're going to read on the news in like a year's time, like, small village in Minnesota is overrun by 20 cats. I wonder, is there a way, I was thinking like, is there a way you can get them like castrated to just try and like slow the multiplication?
Well,
like,
that's what you'd want to do, right? That would be the most proactive way of dealing with it, is to get them neutered. But by the sounds of it, they're saying that there's no kind of free, not like we have like animal charity, like RSPCA or whatever. It sounds like maybe that's not an option. And I'm assuming this person does not want to fork out for 20 neuterings. I
mean, that's going to be insane. That being said, that also feels like kind of the little like just giving fundraiser you could do is like, please, I've got too many cats. I don't know. That's like such a wacky fundraiser. But then also, how do you catch all the cats? I actually have no idea how you solve this problem. Because I really don't want the answer to be you just kill them. That's like, that feels like not the answer.
Is it what is it? Cats hate. Is it tinfoil or is there something? What is it?
Yeah,
cucumbers. Start growing cucumbers in your gardens.
Yes, grow cucumbers and like put some fucking tinfoil around like the places that they jump to or dig through or whatever. Like, because they hate that.
But
shit.
Do you want to just like move the problem out of your garden to someone else's garden?
Well, I don't know if you're deterring them enough to grow your crops and shit. Like, that way you don't have to fucking poison shit. Like,
if it's a case of, obviously we don't know the layout of your garden. If it's the case of just trying to stop these cats from coming in, so you can cat proof a garden where you can put like fencing up at at an angle, like barbed fencing, so that they can't jump over. But if the problem is that they're digging holes and getting through the spikes and stuff, Ravs is onto something there. You could like, even though it's not very aesthetically pleasing, putting a lot of tin foil down and also spritzing it all with like lemon, because they hate citrus. Anything like that can deter them. I don't know. They sound like they're pretty fucking persistent, so maybe that won't stop them. But
I also feel like the question is kind of coming to the end of their tether. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of these solutions sound like they're either going to cost money or cost quite a lot of like upkeep and effort. I wonder, like, I mean, do you like know someone who has a dog? Can you like, have their dog come around to your house and look after their dog for like a couple of weeks? Because a fucking big, barking, annoying dog is going to make those cats fuck off out of your garden. And you just, 2 weeks of the dog living out there, you hang out with it. Doesn't sound like that. Sounds fun. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a positive, and that might scare them away.
Yeah, that could be a thing. But I just actually had I've just got the most amazing idea. why don't you rehome them all and they can live with you, and then you'll have 20 little babies. Why don't you do that instead?
That's what I was expecting you to say.
20 adorable babies.
I mean, you talked about expensive to neuter cats. The upkeep on 20 fucking cats.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You got 3 cats, Lydia. How much is that running you? That must be pretty expensive.
They are pretty pricey when you factor in like
Insurance and stuff.
insurance, food, litter. It's mainly the insurance is the spicy meatball, but yeah, like it does add up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not cheap to have a pet. They definitely
No.
are expensive, and everyone you get, you know, it gets worse. So 20 cats would cost a lot of money, and I'm getting the feeling that maybe this person isn't really a cat person because a cat person would never consider poisoning them all.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they like hate cats. Like, I feel like they're just fucking fed up, which is kind of valid. I do wonder if there's like, there might not be like public services. There might be charities that will take them away.
Maybe, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know how it is because I know there's a lot of places in America which is, and again, I don't say this with accurate knowledge, so I am sorry if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of them are like kill shelters. Like, they will just put them down.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I don't know, because I'm imagining if you flip this and it was like a rat infestation in your garden.
We wouldn't think twice.
We wouldn't think twice about...
No. Rats are fucking cute.
I wouldn't think twice. I'm poisoning that shit. Let's go. Let's get the poison out. I'm tasting
Rats
the poison.
are cute as fuck.
That's nice.
I
That's
do
nice
really
poison.
like rats. I used to have pet rats.
Yeah.
I do like them, but if they were infesting my garden, it would... I mean, I guess you can trap rats and like...
Yeah.
But then if they just kept getting back in, it's hard. I don't really know.
The
Like,
bit that I'm kind of mind blown is actually just like that. It's a lot of cats to just like even find food. Do you know what I mean? Like that's. I wonder if there's a bit of like it will equal itself out of. Is there enough food in the area? Are they robbing the bins? Are they? What are they eating? Like, is there tons of? They actually, they might be doing you a great service of. There's loads of cats because there's fucking loads of mice actually hidden around in your local area that they're all munching. I don't like. What are they eating? I don't know. Like that's suddenly a big influx of something.
yeah, they're probably struggling for food, I imagine, if there's 20 of them. But yeah, no, you're totally right, Harry, with what you said is the best way to go around this problem would be neutering them. Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't make any more babies, and then it would just stay as 20 cats, which is still 20 cats, but how do you go about doing that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if there's like. I don't know if you can like do it chemically almost and like just get a pill that you can get them all to eat. I don't know if there's like stuff like that. But again, that's expensive. Like this all these things sound expensive.
No, it'd have to be surgery. Like, they'd have to go into a vet's.
I wonder if there's He says it's clearly a neighborhood wide problem, right? I think he has some problems with his own garden, but it's obviously they're not just living in his garden. They're all around the neighborhood. So I wonder, do you need to like band together a little bit and see if get more minds on it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Talk to his neighbors, because it says, the neighborhood has at least 20 cats. So it must be happening to everyone that lives in the area. So maybe it's worth discussing with everyone like a plan of action. But what the fuck would that plan of action be? I do feel like I don't really know how to solve this. Like, the only thing I can think of is calling up an animal charity and getting them neutered. But even then, like, there's still 20 cats living in your neighborhood which are destroying your garden. It almost feels like you just have to say, if you don't, which I strongly don't think you should put poison out for them, you kind of just have to accept that there's 20 cats living in your garden. I don't really know what else.
So I just had a quick Google. You can buy some like cat repellent, like ultrasonic things.
You can, yes, because it's like a pitch that we can't hear, right?
Yeah.
And it puts them off. Yes, that's a good idea, actually. You can get them for like rats and stuff.
I feel like because before you go to the neighbors, I feel like just trying to get them the fuck out of your garden is probably the first objective. Because then at that point, your conscience is clear. If someone else does the poisoning, it wasn't you.
It wasn't you. Yeah.
You didn't try to do it. I feel like maybe some repellents, like stuff like that, is probably the play.
I feel like that's a really good shout. Like the ones that you plug in that make the high pitched noise that you can't hear, the foil, the lemony stuff. Like, I think there's probably pellets you can get as well, like that put them off. Anything which just makes them not want to hang out in your garden.
I do think the dog strat is probably decent. like cats really don't like dogs.
No.
Especially if it's like a small yappy, really aggressive dog that you can just have hang out in your yard for like a couple of weeks. They very quickly know that it's not fun to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ravs, are you falling asleep?
I'm fine.
You haven't said anything for ages, and I just looked at you, and your eyes are shut.
It's the codeine episodes. For fuck's sake. I think that's a real predicament. I would love to know how you do solve it. I hope it isn't via poisoning.
This one certainly warrants an update.
Yeah, we need an update on this.
I guess the thing is, I don't feel like I would judge you too heavily if in a couple months you did take that action. I
would. I'd judge you.
I know, but
I would judge the poisoning.
I guess I would only not judge it if you truly had tried every other avenue. But I just don't know how many other avenues there really are. Also, from their perspective, imagine like you're spending like 100, 200 quid every month on this fucking cat repellent, on these fucking sprays. Like it becomes a financial burden to constantly try and get rid of this shit, which I imagine is also really infuriating.
Yeah, it's like fucking like nearly like Acme level, like fucking Tom and Jerry escalating prices of crazy crap.
Maybe get a dog. Maybe just literally get a dog.
A dog. Yeah.
I think the dog strap might be the most OP because I just think it might work.
What about a tinfoil scarecrow?
It sounds like they're quite proud of their garden. I don't know if they're going to want to put a
tinfoil scarecrow with like tons of speakers that play the high frequency sound.
Oh my god, wait, is this fucking karma? Is this karma for killing the groundhogs?
Oh.
The groundhogs were actually keeping the cats away, and now
if you kill the cats, what's next? You know what I mean? You need to think about that.
Yeah, it's birds. There's just a gajillion pigeons live in your garden.
Yeah.
Because, groundhogs are cute as shit. Like, they're look at them. I just Googled them. They're just stupid,
adorable.
little cute guys. I'm sure they're annoying as fuck when they're living in your garden, but they are very fucking cute. Isn't that the meme animal? The
capybara?
Oh, it's like a capybara. The one which is like...
Yeah.
It's like that guy. If anyone is listening to this and they have more knowledge about this kind of thing and they are bashing their head against the wall thinking this is the worst advice you've ever given someone with this kind of problem, please, please, please comment on the YouTube video or somewhere that we can see it. Send a thing in and we will do an update about ways to deal with this situation. Because I'm sure there's people that would know.
People must have some good ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either have
Someone
this
will be
problem.
sat there and be like, yeah, I can do it. That or, potentially, we ask people to stay anonymous, but someone may work or know a shelter that is really nice and can look after them and maybe nearby. So hopefully we can solve this one. This feels like a community solve, doesn't it? It feels like together we've got to figure it out.
We can do it.
Otherwise, this guy certainly sounds like they're going to murder 20 cats.
No.
So that's on the line. If any encouragement was needed, that's on the line. All right, should we move on to the next question?
Question 3. Kia ora 0 degrees. I'm a chicken farmer in New Zealand. I get asked frequently, how can I eat chicken since I work with them? So my question is, what animal wouldn't you eat if you had to farm them? Love the podcast. Sure, which means thank you.
Well,
from Billy.
Upset that you didn't read that in a Kiwi accent.
My bad.
That's fine. We doxed Billy. Billy the chicken farmer.
Sorry,
Billy. Ravs,
Usually-
why was your New Zealand accent?
Listen, Lydia, I'm at my tits on codeine.
He's high as fuck right now. We've just been chatting about furries coming on pizza. I think it's great that Ravs is still with us.
Notice how I was like alert for that question, and then we started talking about cats. I drifted off a little bit.
Listener, he absolutely drifted off. I saw his eyes kind of like rolling back in his head.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's answer this one, and then we can wrap it. Save Ravs.
I think
poor brain cells.
I think for me, I eat meat. I don't feel great about eating meat, but it do taste good. There's so many good vegan and vegetarian alternatives out there that I think is actually better than the meat products. But just out of convenience, I eat meat. But if I had to farm an animal, I think it would be a cow, because then I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I love cows. I think they're so cute.
I was thinking, I think I could eat cat. I think because they're such impressive creatures. Do you know what I mean? They're such like they're huge.
Yeah.
Like they're big. They're musty. I feel like I would take pride in that. And
But they're also
that's like-
affectionate.
they are affectionate. I feel like I might have the golden answer for this one though. I feel like I 100% would never be able to eat lamb. I would just could never eat lamb after seeing little lambs
babies.
going off to slaughter. That would fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
And I love lamb.
Yeah.
But like that would be, I could never eat that again. So like I think I'd have to pick lamb.
Yeah.
I think a big thing about being a meat eater, but also an animal lover, is that you are so devoid from the process of how an animal turns into meat that
Yeah.
your brain kind of accepts it, because when you go to eat a burger, it's very easy to not think about what that burger was before. And although, again, I'm not justifying being a meat eater, because again, like Ravs, there's so many amazing alternatives and I love animals, yet I eat meat. It's very hypocritical, but there is certainly a level of like, that middle bit, being unaware of it makes it a lot easier. However, I do think if I was a farmer, I don't think I could eat any of them. Like if I was literally
Really?
like looking after them and watching them grow up and taking care of them and having a bond with them, then
Yeah.
no fucking way. It'd be like saying, like, could I eat a cat? Like, hell no. Like,
I'm interested, would
absolutely
you-
not.
If you, because a type of farming we didn't consider, if you were like a salmon farmer, you do get salmon farms and stuff like that out to sea.
Oh.
Would you feel differently about that?
No,
'Cause
no.
No,
I
I,
could-
love salmon.
I see. That's the thing. I love. Obviously, I'm an animal lover, but I don't really care about fish. I just don't. I just can't make a bond with them. They're just they don't give me what, you know what I mean. It's just they're scaly. I'm not supposed to do a lot of people who are like, no, but the fish. I just don't care about
I certainly
fish.
think that we're fucking up everything by overfishing, and
Yeah.
it's super fucked, and like the pollution we're doing because of overfishing as well is awful. But like Lydia said, fish dumb.
Do you know what's
Like-
really interesting? I went fishing quite a lot as a kid. We used to go down to like the coast and do it, and I'd go with my grandpa and stuff. And I could never, and I have never killed a fish.
Aw.
I found it really, like,
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
They are dumb creatures,
Yeah,
but they're not that dumb. And it does.
yeah, I couldn't do it. I would throw it back.
I do vaguely like admire them. Like they are really cool. Like they're very elegant, and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
kind of a master of a domain that we aren't.
Oh, they're beautiful creatures.
so
Absolutely.
I couldn't do it, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would struggle. Full stop. Like I think the reality of eating meat and fish is pretty grueling.
I've never been fishing, but like if I did go, I'd have to throw them back. I could never, could never do
And
it.
at that
Like,
point, I kind of was like, well, why are we doing? Like there was enjoyableness, there was some satisfaction to catching a thing, but just then to throw it
Yeah.
back and know that you just potentially caused it harm or pain or distress. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why are we bothering? Like, what? We can just go out to
Yeah.
the countryside and enjoy the countryside without having to like torment these poor fucking fish.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I guess actually, if it was like actually I think it's like if you had to kill them, if you actually had to like
Yeah.
fucking kill them,
Yeah.
it would be a bit different.
Exactly. That's the part we didn't consider. We were just like, salmon.
Delicious.
But like, delicious. But then like the thought of like getting that salmon and having to like, fucking bonk its head
Oh.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I feel like God. I've had so many like times in my life where I've been pescatarian. I don't think I've ever gone full vegetarian, and then I always end up coming back to meat and then getting angry at myself because there is no excuse now, really, is there? It used to be that there were no good meat alternatives, and
Yeah.
and now that's not the case. It's just. I don't know. God, I feel a
would
massive
say-
hypocrite, but
I would
just
say a lot of the not meat alternatives are actually quite expensive, or meat is still expensive. Like it's all very expensive. I mean, everything's very expensive right now, but like
Yeah.
they're not like drastically cheaper. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're really saving pounds doing so. Like when I go into the store and look at like buying those like vegan sausages and stuff, which
Yeah.
they're nice. Like, but it's not. I feel like I would be more inclined to do it if it was like, wow, this is half as expensive. Why? Well, these taste just as good. Why the fuck wouldn't I do that? I'm an idiot.
Oh my God. Okay. This is a public service announcement. Corn chicken nuggets
Oh my God,
Corn
yes.
chicken nuggets are fucking fantastic.
They are goated. They
They
are
are
literally
so good.
I
better
haven't had
than
these. Are these really
chick-
good?
They're like better
Yeah.
than normal chicken nuggets.
They're better than normal chicken nuggets.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are
They're
incredible.
so good.
Like I don't eat normal chicken nuggets anymore. I only have corn chicken nuggets.
Nice.
So
Okay, good.
that's one step I've made in progress.
Yeah, I think it's about little. I guess I'm always slightly frustrated by the veganism and vegetarian ideals, just because I think it's very extreme, and I don't feel like those levels of extreme. Not everything needs to be as binary, right? It doesn't all need to be as I'm only doing this or I'm only doing this. I think any effort and all effort is good towards eating less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cutting back makes a big difference as well.
Do you know what? That's how we'll fix it, Lydia. That's how we solve climate change. That's how we solve our food problems. Everyone becomes farmers, and then no one wants to eat any fucking meat.
There we go. Yes, you're onto something there. No one will want to kill the things they look after.
Then you'll get like all the diehard meat eaters becoming like vegetable farmers and being like, well, I can't fucking eat this. Plants have lives.
Fuck's sake. Fuck my life. It's a tough question, yeah. I think I would stick with lamb. I think lamb I would struggle the most with seeing and raising and then having to kill.
It's cow for me. Like,
I understand cow,
would,
yeah.
Still would drink milky, but like wouldn't eat beef. Nope.
What about you,
Couldn't do
Liz?
it.
What animal would it be?
All of them. All of them. But I guess maybe pigs, because pigs are like really intelligent
they're
and
cute as
loving.
well.
They're like kind of like dogs. Like their behavior is like, if I made friends with a little piggy, I wouldn't want to eat his bacon.
Yeah. Tough.
Then you're really hungover. And
Oh yeah, and then I'm like, oh, it's getting Mackies.
Just stabbing him. Where's the bacon? Fuck's sake. All right, should we? Let's call it there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save Ravs from his sleepy times.
He needs a nap.
yeah,
What an episode! Oh my god, I cannot believe that.
we
fucking
went
question.
on a fucking journey on this episode.
Holy shit. Cummy pizzas. I can't remember anything else. Just the cummy pizzas.
Cummy pizzas, cats
Cats.
dying.
And
A lot of
eating
animals related stuff.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was a very animal episode, a very
Yeah.
furry animal episode.
Yeah,
I do think that is one of the most extreme questions we would ever receive, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's set the bar. I'm interested to see if anyone can beat it, because that very question is crazy.
Yeah, it is fucking nuts.
do we want an update to the furry question? I don't know.
I think
Yes,
we do.
I'd
I
like-
want to know.
Yeah. I want a bit of a dialogue. I want to know what they make of our thoughts. I hope we haven't
Oh
offended
yeah,
them.
you know what? Yeah, I'm curious to hear more now. Actually,
I don't want us to offend them or upset
Yeah.
them, but I do hope we've made them think about it. They haven't just shut down and think, oh, these furry haters. Like, I think it's fucking unhinged and crazy what your friends do. So be careful.
definitely.
Wow.
Bam. Make sure you send in your questions to pickaxe.uk/0 degrees or check the podcast description wherever you're listening to this. And thank you all very much for listening. I've been Ravs, Harry and Liz. We're outie.
See you next
Ciao,
time.
ciao.
See ya.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Peace.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye bye.